All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and it's a new watch alert day. I picked this one up just recently. Be honest with you, I was going through Instagram, it popped up on Instagram, and I really like the look of this watch. It is a dive watch because you guys know I'm totally into dive watches. On the wrist today is actually the 16600 Sea Dweller, one of my favorite watches. I'm going to wear my 16600 most of the summer, but for some of my rougher stuff I do off, mountain biking and stuff like that, I like having a different watch, not my Rolex. To be honest with you, if I take a spill off a mountain bike, I don't want to smash my crystal or anything like that. I know it's an adventure watch. I should be using it for everything, but sometimes I just want to take it off. So I picked up another watch for summer. I say that, but I've got so many watches I didn't need another one, but it is what it is. So here is the reference number on this. This is not a new watch, and this is from Dan Henry. It's not the first time I've actually owned a watch from Dan Henry. I honestly can't remember if I ever did a review on that watch. It was one of their chronograph models. I don't remember the year. If you know Dan Henry, each model represents a year. This one happens to be 1970. One of the things I like about that is that happens to be my birth year. So yes, I'm an old dude. But anyways, like I said, social media, I saw this one. I liked it. I want it. The price was really good too, which is what I really liked about it. This came in at $290 USD shipped to me, which I feel like is a pretty impressive price for the specifications you get. One of the exciting things was I do remember this packaging from Dan Henry with the first one I got. I ended up not keeping that watch. I ended up sending it back, and I thought there was something wrong with it. And the problem was actually me. I was newer to chronograph watches. I didn't know how to independently set a quartz chronograph to get the chronograph hand perfectly set. And so I couldn't get it done, so I sent it back. I think the watch was actually just fine. That was on me. But cool packaging here. This is actually kind of a hard plastic here. It's got this knurling on it. And these are actually a twist lock. So you guys can see in this position, you can't open it. And if you twist it that way, you can open it. And so first time I'm seeing this, guys, I did cut the box, took an outside box off, but I have not unwrapped this or taken a look at the watch or anything. So you guys are getting to see this here live and in person. It looks like we have a watch roll, which is very nice because it seems like you can never have enough watch rolls. Oh, we've got our silica packs in there, of course. I use watch rolls quite a bit, to be honest with you. I will use them to store watches, even though I have watch boxes and everything like that. But super excited about this one. This is the Dan Henry 1970 diver. Looks like none of the warranty information was filled out. 1-year international warranty from Dan Henry watches. And I think this is going to be your instructions manual. From micro brands, a lot of times they're using a similar manual for all their watches, but it looks like this might be specific. So I'm not gonna go through that. You guys get it. Specifications on this watch are pretty straightforward as far as the movement and everything like that. So this is the 1970 compressor style diver, and I really liked this one. I'm a big fan of blue and white. I'm a Dodgers fan, and so that's one of those things I really love. So let's go ahead and get the plastic off this one and check it out. So this is available in 2 sizes. I do believe they offered this in a 40 and either a 42 or a 44. For me, I like 40 millimeter watches, so I went with the 40 millimeter. Fits my wrist. I have a 7-inch wrist, and it fits really well. We'll get this one on my wrist to check it out. But let's go ahead and peel all of the stickers off of it and talk a little bit more about it. So sometimes these stickers on camera can be really bad, and I actually trimmed my fingernails today, so I hardly have any fingernails to grab onto that stuff. But go ahead and pull this off of here. You guys get to see the unstickering live. This one's going to be the pain, watch. This one's going to be the tough one to get off the clasp. And my goodness, that stuff could hold up a planet. Look at that. Okay, so there we go. There is the watch. This is the blue dial one, and forgive me for the reflection there. They got a dome sapphire crystal. I'm pretty sure they're using AR coating. You can see that kind of blue there. So that's going to indicate your AR coating on there. But really cool timepiece. Let's go ahead and get the hands in a better position here. Go ahead and stop that and move the hands. Just a lot of stuff I liked about this. The mix of the colorways, everything. The white hands with the orange on the inside there I think is really cool. The blue on that second hand. Very nice touch. So go ahead and push this back in and screw the crown down. Inside this watch, you're running the Seiko SI NH35. I always say it, workhorse movement. I have no problem with the Seiko movements. I know they're a very inexpensive movement. Generally, if it wears out, you're better off just replacing it than trying to service it. But These movements last a really long time, especially when they are taken care of. You wear them, you use them quite a bit. And I don't really ever have any problems with the SI NH35. It's a good movement. 21,600 vibrations per hour. It's hackable, hand windable. Hackable meaning when I pull out the crown, you guys can see the second hand stops. Hand winding meaning I can actually wind the watch like this, even though it's an automatic movement. So with the automatic movement, it winds with the movement of your wrist as you wear this watch. So number of different colorways available from Dan Henry on this one, but I really, really like this particular colorway. Again, Dodgers fan, so you got the gray, you've got the blue, you got the white, just a whole lot going on with it. Comes on a Tropic strap, as you guys can see here. Quick release spring bars are being used. You can see the Dan Henry name there on the strap. The buckle assembly also has the DH on it. As far as the crowns go, neither of them are signed, but they both have the knurling on them. The main crown for the time is a screw-down crown. The compressor-style bezel is not a screw-down crown, so that's not going to lock into place for you. But being in the position up here at 2 o'clock, you're probably not going to have any problems with that moving around on you. But let's go ahead and pause it for a second, get this watch on my 7-inch wrist, and then stick around for the Lume shot. We'll do that towards the end. All right, so here's the 40mm version on my 7-inch wrist. The strap is super comfortable. One of the things I did notice is it's a single keeper, so which is fine on these Tropic straps like this. The keepers tend to be thick, and with my 7-inch wrist, I tend to have a problem with them kind of bunching up in here, so I have no problem with that. But definitely looks really nice on the wrist. Just a fun looking summertime watch. I'm really excited to have this one. I'm going to Tahoe here in the next couple of weeks, and this is definitely going to be one of the watches I get to enjoy out on the water and have fun with. But let's dim the lights and check out the Lume. All right, so I know it's not completely dark in here, but you guys will get the idea. That dome sapphire crystal, even with the AR coating, it definitely picks up a lot of reflections, but that's pretty common with these dome sapphire crystals. Now, as you guys can see, nice thick application of BGW9 being used there on the main indices. Very nice thick square indices like that. Man, they just really, really glow well. That pip up there for the 12 o'clock position on the inner rotating bezel also glowing very nicely with that BGW9. Haven't worn this one long enough to know how long that Lume lasts, but it definitely looks good there on the watch, as you guys can see. So nice looking timepiece. Again, $290 is what I paid for this one, and that was shipped to me in California. And I think that's a really good price. I think that's very realistic pricing for some of these micro brands running a Seiko NH35 movement. You start getting into that $350, $400 mark and stuff, and it starts to get questionable as far as what you're getting for the money. But I think Dan Henry definitely offers a lot of watch for the money, especially in this 1970 diver. So you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you have not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.